Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Hamilton and today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can supercharge your WordPress website. You can do this through plugins, right? WordPress plugins, which I'm going to walk you through some marketplaces and the correct plugins that you should be finding, okay? And you can also do this through hosting, and I'm going to provide you with some beautiful hosting options as well. And this way your website can scale as the popularity of your business grows, and the plugins will just help you organize the back end of that website as well. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. So let's kick things off with plugins, WordPress plugins specifically, okay? There are 5 WordPress plugins that I think are absolutely necessary when you are creating a site, particularly if you are newer to website creation, but also if you have been doing this for a while, then it would make sense to have these implemented or something like them as well, right? So the first one is Yoast SEO. This will help you optimize the SEO of your website, okay? It will scan your whole website and it will tell you the SEO scores, allowing you to change certain aspects of your website in order to score higher on the Google and search engine rankings. Next is WooCommerce. WooCommerce is essentially for your e-commerce needs, okay? So e-commerce, essentially selling clothes online or selling digital products, and this helps you not only design those digital products, but keep them in a good aspect in which they are presentable to your audience, allowing you to increase your sales when it comes to selling merch and other things like this. Next is Contact Form 7. Contact Form 7 is a weird named product, I know, but it is actually something that's super important for setting up forms on your website. Okay, so we're talking about customer service forms, we're talking about submission to email newsletters, that kind of stuff. Any form on your website will be powered by this thing, and you should definitely be using it, all right? Next is Google Site Kit. This will help you run ads on your website, okay? Obviously, you want to make money from your website, so having ads on there, whether it's a banner ad, whether it's a video ad somewhere, it does help to have the leading ad provider on your site, right? So these guys have a really good kit. You just install it, and then you can see the analytics, you can see how your ads are doing, and it's just good all around for your website to have this, right? And finally, we have Elementor. So Elementor is essentially a design kit, okay? It helps you design your website without the need to code everything in, right? You can basically just have it drag and drop whatever you need to design your website exactly according to your vision. Those are the 5 that are essential, okay? The next one I'm going to talk about here, though, is a massive benefit to your site. Particularly, this plugin is specifically for people that need to display data on their website, right? So if you're displaying accounting, or if you're just taking any kind of database or any kind of data across the web and you want it displayed on your website, then this is essentially the plugin for you, right? This is the one that you will need because they do allow you to essentially display data from pretty much any source, right? Any of these sources can be Google Sheets, all right, from SQL Builder and DB queries, okay? We've got manual data input, so if you do have any kind of file with a database on it, they can essentially display it from there, and CSV data imports as well, right? So CSV is essentially just a file with a database on it generally, but there can be other database files out there. So depending on what you have, what I'm saying is this plugin will support pretty much all of that, all right? This is available in the description, so feel free to check that out. But as you can see here, different chart types can be displayed on your site depending on what you want, okay? So you've got column, pie, bar charts, you've got line charts here if you're a bit more on the trading side or the supply and demand goods side here, right? A donut chart if that takes your fancy, and many other charts as well, including even a global chart here, which you can identify different kind of geographic areas that your customers are buying from, and then display on a site or display in the back end or the front end of your site, right? To download this plugin, guys, all you got to do is go over to the website displayed in the description, okay, and then press download, and then you essentially buy it from there. It's super cheap and definitely one of the best plugins out there for displaying data, as you can see here. So yeah, definitely check this one out. Now let's move move on to essentially where you can get all these plugins from, and then we'll talk about hosting, because hosting is super important. So let's just jump into this. Okay, so using Cloudways and migrating your server onto Cloudways is very, very simple and easy to do. Obviously, it's not going to be the click of a button. You guys know how servers work and websites. They can be quite complicated. So I'm going to walk you through just where you need to go to in the Cloudways site real quickly. But yeah, signing up super easy. Again, you can sign up for free, and you can sign up using Google, LinkedIn, GitHub, and a few other sources as well. If you don't want to use that, you can just fill out this form very, very simply and just press get started. All right. Once you've done that, we're going to jump in now. Once you've done that, we will get into migrating your site. Okay, so first of all, before you do migrate your site, you're going to need to install a plugin onto your site in WordPress. So head over to your WordPress site, all right, go over to add plugins, and then type in Cloudways WordPress Migrator plugin, and then you'll be able to pick that quite easily. All right, so install that onto your website and then press activate, and then from that point you will essentially be able to migrate it using your email address. So type in your email address like so, okay, and then click the agree to terms and then press migrate. Very, very simple here, guys. Okay, head over to Cloudways from this point, okay, and then we're going to dive into the server and just make sure everything is going smoothly. All right, so this is going to be your dashboard with your server on. Okay, what you're going to do is click on servers if you haven't already, and then click on the server you want to migrate. Okay, and then from this point, get to your WordPress app on the server, and then you will have this beautiful UI displaying all the back end of your server, as well as all the keys that you need to transfer. Okay, so you're going to click on all of this. Okay, you're going to select everything you need to fill it out on Cloudways, and then as you have copied all of that through, okay, you will have filled out that form totally, right? And then from that point, okay, when that form is filled out, you will be able to very, very easily just migrate your server from that point. So once we've done everything, we're just going to hit migrate, okay, and then from that point, you'll be greeted with a screen that shows you real time the migration process. And then once the migration has completed, you will be greeted with this screen, and then you just go back to Cloudways and everything should be working according to plan. Again, if you have any troubles, guys, okay, then very, very easy. You can just contact their support. Their support will be onto you within 90 seconds, and they'll be able to help you with anything that you need. But again, Cloudways is definitely the place you want to be going when it comes to server hosting, all right? So in summary for this video, guys, we talked about the essential plugins you're going to need on WordPress, those being Yoast SEO, WooCommerce, Contact Form 7, Google Sitekit, and Elementor, right? And then we talked about where you can get these. You can get these in Code Canyon on Envato Market. And after that, we talked about the absolute best plugin that you're going to need, all right, if you are going to be using data and displaying data on your site. That is Chartify. Okay, definitely check these out. Really, really, really cool, and definitely something I use on my sites a lot. Okay, and then if you're looking for hosting, as I talked about, guys, it's Cloudways. Cloudways is the ultimate way to supercharge your site. Super responsive support, very powerful, scalable servers that they have, and generally the UI is just fantastic to use and way easier than other sites. Other sites typically may ask you to code up your server yourself. This site, again, one-stop shop for everything in terms of managing your plugins, in terms of managing your servers, and in terms of hosting your servers, all from one spot. Okay, so definitely check out Cloudways. Definitely check out this beautiful Chartify plugin if you are displaying data, and that is going to be it from me. So have a fantastic day. Everything is in the description, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.